Hey, Rory Singh here from the powerhousemarketer.com. Today we're talking about CashFx. I'm seeing a lot of complaints, a lot of controversy. Even popular YouTube channel picked up the CashFx story just this past week. Okay. Anyways, CEO, or not even the CEO, the founder, Huascar, is claiming that he's having payment processor issues and things are still not back on track. So are they going to get back on track? Is CashFX going to start paying out as usual every week? Or is this just another load of, bunk and BS? Is this just another cock and bull story? All of that coming up in just a moment. Hi, Rory Singh here from the powerhousemarketer.com. If this is your first time on the channel, find that big red button, subscribe, and also click on the bell notification icon so you won't miss out on any important information on this channel. I usually do reviews as per request by my viewers. Sometimes I find some good opportunities, but more often than not, I found some brutal, nasty scams that have stolen billions of dollars from unsuspecting victims. Make sure that that does not become you. Okay, a lot of people are borrowing money that they yet don't have, and you don't want to be paying back money for 5 to 10 years on something that you lost out on. Okay, so important. You need this information. Make sure you also click on that bell notification icon. Also, if you're looking for something legit and set up for the long term, get access to my #1 recommended affiliate marketing program underneath this video. First link in the description. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into CashFX and the issues that they are facing. Now, I noticed that Huascar, I've got both Huascars. Sometimes it's usually there's a fake Huascar going around, Huascar Lopez. He usually comes to my channel and comments. But last week, the real Huascar came. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Huascar. I'm not part of CashFX. But anyway, Huascar, he came and he said, I mentioned something that he mentioned, and I think I pissed him off. Basically, what I mentioned was a lorry. Okay, he said something about our payment processors broke because I was cheap, and I'm just fessing up, and we've got some of the parts in the broken down lorry on the side of the road. I had to type that into Google. I asked my wife. I said, "Do you know what a lorry is?" She's like, "Yeah, it's a vehicle." My wife is from British Guyana, right? I myself, I'm born there, but I grew up in Canada, so I don't know all the lingo. Maybe it's an English term, lorry. I used to be a truck driver for almost 3 decades until I, found a way out by finding I found a legitimate program and, stayed focused, and it was set up for the long term, and I just kept sending traffic, and eventually I replaced my income online, right? So, but in long story short, it's like, was I a lorry driver or a truck driver? So I think I pissed off Huascar. He came and he said, what difference does it matter, right? Payment processor problem is a hardware, not software. So speaking as such, is that still the case? Are the parts still broken down in the truck? Because I've seen him make another post, I'm going to get into that in just a moment, that on Trustpilot, that they're still having payment processor issues. Then there's the issue of him claiming that, meaning Huascar, on a post last week on Trustpilot, saying that they paid double Bitcoin due to their broken down payment processor, paid some affiliates and investors double Bitcoin, and the people yet didn't return the Bitcoin. Is that really true? Then they're blaming Bitcoin volatility, right? Of course, cryptocurrencies are volatile. These MLM, crypto and Forex passive systems are in general going to give legitimate crypto, a bad name because they keep launching Ponzi schemes and people keep getting exit scammed over and over and over. Eventually, it's just human nature. People are going to associate legitimate crypto with psychologically with a Ponzi. So they're kind of screwing over the mentality of crypto. A lot of the people got into crypto and Forex in the first place because they lost faith in like US dollar and the other fiat currencies. But the MLM side of things, and I don't mean legitimate MLM, right? I mean these illegitimate MLM opportunities are making people lose complete faith in crypto, and that's going to suck for a lot of people. Then there's the issue of the fake expert trading team, right? That was exposed, and they were parading these gentlemen on stage, construction workers and taxi cab drivers, who are still at their jobs, by the way. And when word got out on the street, what did Huascar do? He just removed that information from their About Us section. They used to have a big section, our expert trading team, that is no longer there for like a year now, right? The cock and bull story continues, guys. EverFX claims that they were never affiliated. At one point in time, they were parading some admins from EverFX on stage in front of packed audiences, claiming that that was their broker. And EverFX was going along saying yes. And then eventually EverFX went out publicly and said, oh no, we're not affiliated with CashFX. And then the next thing you know, within that same month, EverFX lost their license from the FCA. I don't think EverFX ever did any trading, by the way, guys. I don't think CashFX doesn't have any trading, guys. It's just network marketing recruitment. It's like a bunch of people going out there, mostly old school network marketers who are promoting these schemes, people who were like in companies like Amway and Herbalife and Melaleuca and doTERRA and on and upwards, right? Who probably worked hard and built huge teams, etc. I'm talking about the hardcore CashFX affiliates here. They're probably going to go back and start marketing their lotions, potions, and pills because a lot of them have already left CashFX. But some are just like, have anchored and hope that magically things are going to turn into their favor. Now, see all these different things, EverFX, fake expert trading team, Bitcoin volatility, payment processor issue. What the heck is really going on here? And are they trading in Bitcoin now? Then I'm seeing some people saying, oh, they're trading in Bitcoin. We didn't know. There's no trading happening. It's a bunch of network marketers going out, telling a whole bunch of other people that, hey, you guys can get in and you don't have to do nothing. All you got to do is just join through my referral link. You don't have to refer a single soul. And it's kind of a strange thing that's happening. The people who hate MLM, who call anything outside of their job a Ponzi scheme, even if it's legit, or if they join CashFX and even put the $300 basic package, even like a year ago when things were going good for CashFX, and started seeing, oh my God, look, they're paying out, I'm getting $10 every week. Do you know what happens with these people? They go out there and they start recruiting like robo recruiters, the people who says we don't want to recruit a single soul, we're passive, we just want to click a button and get rich. When they start seeing ROI, they start recruiting their friends and family. If their kids are old enough, they get the kids in. They get their in-laws in. It's kind of crazy, isn't it, how it all works? Human psychology, guys. Anyways, then I noticed a lot of the recruiters, some of them on YouTube and Facebook, using fake Zoom backgrounds. Did you guys see any of that? Have you guys seen some of these? Like, you can just get a Zoom background, right? Here's a picture of what would be your background. And there were like ladies in their bedrooms making videos about CashFX and how lucrative it is and how long-term platform that it's set up to be. And in the background, they had these Zoom backgrounds, right? You can get them free with a free Zoom account and then uploading those videos to YouTube. It's a big smoke and mirror show, guys. Now, then there was the case of people getting banned for speaking out, right? People getting, if you said anything negative about CashFX in public, you get kicked out. I mean, that's a scam right there, isn't it? And accounts frozen and terminated, meaning they don't just kick you out and ban you. They keep your capital. That is a 100% scam right there. If they keep your money. One guy claimed, "Oh, I lost 10 grand," but what is he doing? He's investing in other Ponzi's. Doesn't make any sense to me. Then there's a whole bunch of fake positive Trustpilot reviews by MLM recruiters. Now, what is happening here with Huascar? Huascar, I think, I'm going to have to speculate here. It's just some common sense. He's hoping that Bitcoin somehow magically turns and starts going back up to 60K. Back in April, Bitcoin was at 54,000 US. By May 1st, it went down to 38,000. Currently, Bitcoin is sitting at 31,000, so it's going down even more. So CashFX admins are hoping that somehow, magically, right, it'll spike back up. So some people are claiming, yeah, we're getting paid, and others are claiming, no, we aren't. That's not the case. I'm thinking some people got paid, but most likely most people have not. So let's see we'll close off with Trustpilot, my favorite website. It's kind of laughable here. The only time you can get some truth out of Trustpilot is when people are pissed off. And today you got a bunch of people that are pissed off, so we may be able to shake some truth out of this thing. 6 hours ago, Raymond says, "I have nothing short of a positive experience." Okay. So I would just pawn that up as he's giving it 5-star, even though the majority of people are not getting paid out. Gotta be a recruiter. Simon says, 7 hours ago, Simon says, isn't that kind of funny? Anyways, I joined CFX 1 year ago, and I can tell you with certainty that it is a scam. The review below claiming to have gone from 0 to 170K in 15 months was written by well-known scammer Ray St. Clair, who has terrible history of scams. Don't believe a word he says. Payouts have slowed 4+ weeks. They used to be 3 to 4 days. Why the delay? Because a Ponzi scheme cannot keep paying out if the recruitment drops. CFX is also tied to the price of Bitcoin, and all the withdrawal problems began with the Bitcoin price drop from 60,000. If Bitcoin goes up again, then the scam will continue for a little longer. And also, I'm going to add my little 2 cents in here. Not just that. If recruitment goes up, because right now they're at a stalemate with recruitment. A lot of people are coming in and seeing these Trustpilot reviews and are getting scared. Also, I mean, Trustpilot has a big alert here about CashFX themselves, even though they help build CashFX to momentum. Another thing, the Ponzi's, before they exit scam, I've been tracking them. They usually exit scam after they hit momentum. Isn't that crazy? That's just how it works, guys. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. You guys can go read that. I don't want to sit there for 10 days reading this guy's comment. He just sounds pissed off. He's calling it a scam now. Everyone knows it was a Ponzi from the beginning. You guys know that there was no trading. You guys didn't care about that. Even on YouTube, there's you go to CashFX, you go to YouTube, you type in CashFX, and you see some guys who got a ton of views, but they got kicked out. And the only reason that they're making negative reviews about CashFX now is because their asses got kicked out of CashFX. If their asses were still in CashFX, they would be like the lot of you guys who are still in, hoping that you get paid with both of your fingers crossed on both of your hands. Isn't that the case, guys? So those of you who are getting pissed off, calling it scam, now you know it was a scam. You were just hoping it was a Ponzi that was going to continually pay out. That's what people want. They want a Ponzi that's going to work. Some of you guys, old school marketers, you probably, you know, were trying to push your potions, lotions, and pills for years. And people would come out and say, "Oh, are you in a Ponzi scheme?" Well, this is what they were talking about. They were talking about something similar to CashFX. But it's not that the public hates Ponzi schemes. The public hates the idea that the Ponzi scheme exits and they lose money, or else everyone would join them. Warren Buffett, billionaire tycoon Warren Buffett, he himself would be joining CashFX. Warren Buffett makes 20% annually, yet by some hook or crook maybe, CashFX is claiming that you guys could get 1% per day forever. Right, you guys could be millionaires with this opportunity if that was really true. So we'll just go with scam on its last legs and person who's really pissed off because it stopped paying out on him. Open account in February, 7 hours ago by Raymond. My verification was confirmed. Oh, this is a bullshit one. Recovery station. Beware. There are a bunch of recovery experts who are anonymous trying to recover your funds by getting you to pay them. And then they're going to scam you some more. And some people are actually giving fake anonymous recovery agents their private details and their credit card numbers. It's mind-boggling what's happening here. Recovery station, that's another fake one. Positive reviews. This one is Cyan 8 hours ago. This is an admittedly well put together MLM scam. How can a scam be well put together, guys? Well, maybe he means because it was working for a little while. As is the pattern for all Ponzi's, it is shuddering to a halt. Payment delays and excuses coming out constantly. Accounts closed for anyone who is critical, and social media as per message CEO Huascar. Zero protection when the scam pops. All the new recruits will not see their money back. A good summary went up on YouTube yesterday when Spencer Cornelia exposing CashFX for views, basically. Spencer Cornelia is a guy who he does recordings in front of his living room, standing up using probably some good recording equipment, and he's got a lot of subscribers. Basically, all those views are outside of the Ponzi space, and most likely because he's got like 188,000 subscribers, and he's been at YouTube for quite a while, so he has a lot of clout. He was just doing his bit with CashFX for views for himself, basically. Nothing wrong with that, but that's what I saw with Spencer. Anyways, we'll close off with Huascar. Huascar says, okay guys, we'll be back to 2-star review. This is 10 hours ago. I know, we getting worse again. You do not need to keep repeating defamatory messages in Facebook chats, in group chats, and on social media. We banned some of you already. Look at that, Huascar. Your leader has spoken, guys. Huascar, that's Huascar Lopez for people who are not familiar with what the heck we're talking about here today. Let me just pull that closer here. So he's openly saying on Trustpilot, isn't that something? Eh? MLM Ponzi boss is saying, we banned some of you already, so you better watch out. We're going to ban some more of y'all. Oh, KYC. I almost said KFC. KYC. A lot of the newbies coming into CashFX now, it's the worst time to come now because they're just about to fold. Huascar's hoping it goes back Bitcoin somehow. If it goes back to 60K, then all of the recruiters are going to say business as usual, and they're going to push hard. Right now, a lot of them are kind of broken mentally because they don't, I'm talking about recruiters, hardcore recruiters for CFX. They're kind of mentally broken because they have a big question mark right now. They themselves don't know what the heck's going to happen. Is CashFX going to go out of business? And nobody's going to believe what a thing we're going to say that we said. So they're all hoping, along with Huascar, hoping that it goes back up to $60,000 per Bitcoin. We banned some of you already, and social media team still doing sweeping to find more of you. So that's threatening there. So come on, give me a break. Payment processor still not working. Batch payments not working, but some did go through. Despite staff working around clock each day, it is difficult, you know. Payment processor got a new error not seen before payment. But no need to panic, just have patience. The real legacy company will do something to surprise you. The Bitcoin, this Bitcoin volatility, man, it's just crazy right now, and not help us make batch payments either. But we continue to move forward, working around each clock with goal to get back to normal and create best mass payment tool, better than banks, better than PayPal, better than Western Union. Oh, by the way, I seen a guy on YouTube, one of the recruiters for CFX. He was telling people that it's safer to put your money in CFX than having it sit in the bank. I seen another guy, another network marketer on YouTube. You know, this another thought came to my mind when I started coming online. I myself were telling people, hey, you know, if you guys are network marketers, come online. The numbers make way more sense. But I didn't mean like come online and shoot BS to people, right? Because these network marketers are telling. There's another one for pimping. He's pimping. What a word. Yeah, pimping. Manifest FX, right? That's another one, and he's claiming that it's better. So these guys are saying, right? Network marketers going on YouTube and Facebook saying it's better to put your money into a Ponzi, right, than having your money sit in the bank. What do you guys think about that? At least with your bank. I know they're giving you guys Mickey Mouse percentages like 0.000, like 0.0001%, right, on your savings. But the thing is, you know, tomorrow if you log into your bank, your savings will still be there. With putting it into a Ponzi, I don't think that'd be the best idea. Just have to say that. Anyways, let me get back to this. Our second phase is going to be huge. Okay, let's go back to what he was saying. So, according to Huascar, better than banks, better than PayPal. He's talking about the payment processor, better than Western Union. Big news on the end month meeting. Our second phase is going to be huge. You will all have asked for bigger packages. So, seeing legacy company we listen to what you want, and these introduced, we will really going places. New 200K, 250K, and 500K legend packages. Wow. Are people going to dump that? You never know. You never know. Anyways, we will be announced soon, maybe at the ribbon cutting event. Watch everyone for news. We are very close to start the engines to accelerate this ambitious development, and it will go down in network marketing history. Thank you for your leadership. Keep faith with this legacy company. Keep your team informed so they can regain sight of what it is long term to achieve. Remember, the goal is financial freedom for your money. Okay. Well, hopefully that's the case for whoever has invested in CashFx. There's a lot of people investing in these systems now. And I'm thinking that some of the people who got a little taste, a Ponzi pays out until it doesn't, right? That's how it works. And then it exits scams. But some people got a little taste of it. And they're like, wow, we could just sit back and don't got to do nothing. But what they're doing is joining deal to deal to deal, and they're doing due diligence and research and research. You got a whole bunch of people claiming that they don't want to do nothing, that seem to have to keep doing a whole bunch of stuff, right? Trying to build a legacy on something that's not built on a strong foundation, right? In the Bible, Jesus says, build your foundation on the rock and not on the sand. So we'll close off today with some Sat Guru. You guys like Sat Guru? Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? Indian author Sat Guru said about CashFX. Let me just pull up an image on Sat Guru. Well, he didn't actually say anything with CFX, but what he did say, let's close off with this story here today. Maybe it's like a little parable, a little quick story. There was a bull and a bird walking through a field. The bird was old and the bull was strong. And the bird was tired, and he cried, and he said to the bull, he says, I'm so old, I used to be able to fly everywhere, and I used to just perch on top of the highest branch on the biggest tree that I could find. And the bull looked at him and thought for a second. He said, you know, bird, you could get strong again. All you got to do is every single day, just grab some of my bull droppings on the ground, my bull dung, right? Instead of, Satguru saying bullshit, he called it bird dung, right? Because he's a mystic from India and he doesn't like swearing. So he said bull dung, right? So basically the bull said, if you grab some of my bullshit and you dab it on yourself, after a while you're going to get stronger and stronger. And the bird's like, you're nuts. You just want me to coat my feathers with your bird dung and you're just going to laugh at me after. And the bull just said, he shrugged his shoulders and he marched off. He said, believe it or not, whatever. Believe whatever you want to believe, bird, just as long as whatever you believe serves you. So the next day, the bird says, you know what? I got nothing to lose. There's bird dung everywhere. Bull dung everywhere. I'll just grab some bullshit and rub it all over me. Okay. So he grabs the bull dung, he rubs it on his feathers, and then the next day he tries to fly, and he reaches the first branch on the tree. Then he's like, wow, look, I'm getting stronger. It's actually working. Maybe the bull was actually telling me some truth. And then he grabs some more bull dung, rubs it on him. And then he goes to the next branch. Well, he's like, wow, I'm getting stronger. Look, it's true. And the next day the bird coats himself with more bull dung. And he goes to another branch. He's like, wow, I'm like a champion now. The next day, he puts more bird dung on his body, on his feathers. And he flies to the top of the tree like the good old days. And he's like, look at me, I'm an effing champion. I'm a champion. I'm back again. The bird is here. And all of a sudden, a farmer, it was early in the morning, farmer wakes up, scratching his head, peeks out of his window. Without thinking, the farmer grabs his shotgun and aims at the bird and shoots him off of that perch on the branch, on the highest branch of the tree. So, according to Satguru, moral of the story, bullshit can get you ahead sometimes, but it won't keep you there. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that quick parable by Satguru. Anyways, we're going to close off with Satguru. Some of you guys need to listen to Satguru. I listen to Satguru, right? Got a wealth of knowledge to share with the population here on the planet. If you didn't already subscribe, make sure to do so. Also, click on that bell notification icon. Also, if you're looking for something legit, tired of exit scam, be sure to check out my #1 recommended opportunity, a legitimate affiliate marketing program, underneath this video. First link in the description. Anyways, guys, this concludes my CashFx update on their payment processors and their lottery. I will see you on the next one.